David. I'm like, okay, she probably has more than $1 million, but yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of money to do to charities. Like you just have to know that. So
That's why, like, you know, do you think Kyle Richards, if she has a charity event, is paying herself back for the SoFi Stadium and the white party?
right. Yeah, so
Which
I think
wasn't really a
Danielle just
charity, but
yeah, I'm like, wait, did they rent that out?
no, but
So
you like know what I mean. When Kyle has her
yes.
benefits, like Kyle is not paying herself back.
No, I think Danielle just needs like 3 more seasons and then she'll be able to do the charity events.
Yeah, she needs a little more of the increase. But, you know, are you so these two got suspended? Now, a lot of people are saying because they're back, they filmed this season. A lot of people are upset about Kenya Moore. You know, we have Kenya in Atlanta and she's suspended. She put up those pictures of her castmate apparently sucking a dick. Excuse my language, Teresa. You know, I'm in
Oh
the
my
presence.
God.
Sorry. But, you know, Kenya is still suspended as of this minute, as of the recording of this podcast, which is a few days before everyone's going to hear it. So, how is like, and by the way, right, like, how are Jennifer and Danielle back at work when Kenya Moore isn't? Free Kenya.
Yes, free Kenya. I don't know how they working that out, but that seems like that doesn't seem like that's working out. Like I think I'm not
Yeah.
sure how Danielle and Jennifer are back, but
You went on
yeah.
a girls' trip with Kenya. Let's not forget the first girls' trip ever. It was you and Kenya.
Yes. Yes. I don't know. You guys remember that video we did? It was like a TikTok. We was dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
got
So yeah, we got
along.
really close. I think justice for Kenya for sure. Like she should be back to filming. But I don't know. Now, did they get in what kind of altercation did they get into? They was just like the dick pic.
That's all. Just she put up the pictures, and the other girl is like, you know, you can't put like a naked, although I don't think she was naked, but yeah, no physical touching, just naked pictures. Which, if you think about it, if you went into an office job and your picture was naked all over, or you were clothed and you were performing a sex act, the person that did that would probably be fired. So I don't know about Kenya's future
Yes.
here, but I don't know. It seems like if you use physical touch, that's just as bad, if not worse, if you want my opinion.
I think the same too. I'm just, like I was like, of all places, they have to do it in my party. Like I just had fire breathers. Like, but like any type of physical touch, bad. Like,
Listen, we're not done with the season, but we have to deal with the elephant in the room. How is it going to be next? Listen, this is not your first time at the rodeo, Teresa. You've been there since the beginning. You have
thank
seen
you.
people come. You are welcome. You have seen people come. You know, your cousin Kathy is gone. Oh, speaking of which, let me just switch gears. I just had a thought. I don't know if you saw this. Melissa was on Jeff Lewis this week. And Melissa, we won't mention her name. I know you don't like to mention Melissa's name. Melissa has, I don't know why this is news to everyone. We all know Kathy and Richie bought a house like diagonal across the street from Melissa and Joe. Melissa now says that she would like to reconcile with Kathy, that she blames you for the fallout with cousin Kathy, and she would like to reconcile and be friends with Kathy and Richie.
I mean, after all this time, why? Yeah, that's going against my back. Once again, she's trying to make reconciliation with people, and they saying I was the one that started it, and that I was the one that caused the rift between them. Please, I just got a thing for the Manzos. Like, hello.
Well, I think that you reconciled with your good friend Jacqueline Larita. So I think Melissa feels, and Jacqueline, you know, blames Melissa for the fallout between the two of you guys, as I'm sure you do. So I think, you know, it does look like Melissa says, oh, well, she reconciled with Jacqueline. I'd like to reconcile with Kathy.
Yeah, I mean, go for it. Whatever you want to do. They got kids kind of the same age. Like, I get it,
You
but
don't want to, you're not missing cousin Kathy.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the future, right? I got Louis, like my daughter. I'm busy, so no. I mean, I used to miss kind of like how that went all was, but once you kind of just like stay yourself away from that, and you're like all about the namaste, like I'm not thinking about them.
I mean, like diagonal across the street. I don't know. I think a Melissa and Kathy reconciliation may actually happen.
But do you think we'll see it on the show?
No,
Because that would be crazy.
I don't think Kathy would film for the show again. No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Sometimes I go look at Caroline Manzo's Instagram. I'm like, what is
Yeah.
she doing? She's just cooking. She's cooking.
Carolyn Manzo, Caroline is not coming back. Yeah.
No, she's done too. You know, but I do miss those days. Remember, like all of us all together, like those were the days. Like
Listen,
just
I know you don't think fondly of these people, but I'm sorry. I'm going to say it here. One of the biggest icons in the history of RHONJ, besides yourself, of course, is my girl, Danielle Staub. That's an icon, Teresa. That's an actual icon.
you want to talk about altercation? Is that nut job, Danielle? She was pulling hair, throwing water, like, oh my God. That
But
she was causing issues.
But you know what? Those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. That salon and Franklin Lakes. And look, I'm fine without Dina. I'm even fine without Caroline. But I say, I mean, it's not going to happen, but I want my Danielle Staub back. I want her back. The heart wants what the heart wants, Teresa.
I mean, I think we're just all a little PC now. And I think Danielle was not afraid to go to those places. But she's also kind of changed now. She's like kind of all also doing, the spiritual thing. So I think she's like calmed down a lot. But yeah, I know. Danielle is like, she's a reality icon.
She's an icon. Well, listen, Teresa, it's always a pleasure. We're going to see you next week. And we have to say, everyone, Andrea Lopez.
Woo! It's always so funny when I get out of Teresa because I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, right, right. It's me. It's me.
Your normal speaking voice is very Kristen Cavallari. Did anyone ever tell you that? It's
Is
not like
it
I'm,
really? I will go in and out of it. I
it's
swear.
not like I'm just noticing it now. I've noticed it. I've just decided to tell you now. It's like your normal speaking voice does have Kristen in her. So either that is just what it is, or you have been doing Kristen for way too long.
Yeah, and it's now a part of my identity. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
slightly becoming Kristen. I'm just putting it out there.
Oh my God. Well, let me tell you, I don't have a man with a six pack floating around me at all times.
And did you see her latest pictures? Like he's on the beach in that boat with the kids. She's not showing the kids' faces still, but
Right.
he's there. How does Mr. Jay Cutler feel about this?
I don't even know. I would be kind of pissed. It's just that how young he is, and I would feel a little salty that my kids are being exposed, but I'm sure Kristen has gotten it covered by him and she's had a conversation. But for me, this guy is kind of just a babysitter. But you know what?
He's a babysitter, a
It's
hot babysitter. I
a
want
hot,
Kristen, a hot babysitter. I want Kristen to really, she'll never do this because of the kids, but I really want to
yeah,
know what went wrong. I don't understand what went wrong in their relationship. I mean, she implies that she was completely miserable and she was thin,
miserable.
but I want to know really why. I want the details on that one. Things sleep. There's nothing out there. That's like airtight. No one's saying